In the busy city of Chicago, there was a young woman named Emily. She was ambitious, hardworking, and always on the go. Emily had a bright future at the marketing firm where she worked. But she carried a weakness. When stress piled up, she snapped. Harsh words spilled out of her mouth like sparks, and she often hurt the very people who cared about her. At home, her younger brother Ryan admired her deeply. He was still in high school and often came to Emily for advice on homework, friends, and even his dreams of going to college. But Emily, exhausted from long days at work, would sometimes lash out at him. "Don't bother me, Ryan. Can't you figure it out yourself?" she'd say sharply. The hurt in his eyes would fade quickly on the outside, but deep down, Ryan felt a sting. One evening, after a particularly stressful day, Emily snapped at Ryan again, this time over something as small as him leaving the lights on. Their mother overheard the exchange. Later, she sat Emily down at the kitchen table. "Emily," her mother said softly, placing an old sheet of paper in front of her, "every time you say something hurtful, I want you to crumple this paper into a ball." Confused but curious, Emily agreed. For the next few days, each time she lost her temper, whether at work or at home, she grabbed the sheet and crumpled it tighter. Soon the paper was nothing but a wrinkled ball. Her mother then asked, "Now try to smooth it back out." Emily unfolded the paper, pressing it flat against the table. No matter how hard she tried, the wrinkles remained. "Do you see?" her mother explained gently. "Angry words are like this. You can apologize, and the other person may forgive you. But just like this paper, the marks remain. People don't forget how your words made them feel." Emily stared at the wrinkled sheet. For the first time, she realized how her quick temper left invisible scars on others. From that day forward, Emily made a conscious effort to change. At the office, when a coworker made a mistake, she took a deep breath instead of snapping. At home, when Ryan asked a question during her busy moments, she paused, reminded herself of the crumpled paper, and answered with patience. Weeks turned into months, and Ryan noticed the difference. He smiled more often around her, and their bond grew stronger. Even her colleagues commented on how Emily's leadership had become calmer and more supportive. One evening, as Emily walked past her desk, she saw that wrinkled piece of paper taped to her wall. She had kept it there as a reminder. Touching its rough surface, she whispered to herself, "Scars remain. Think before you speak." And though Emily still had stressful days, like anyone living in a bustling city, she learned that silence, patience, or a gentle word could heal far more than anger ever could. The crumpled paper remained in her life, not as a burden, but as a symbol of growth. Words once spoken cannot be erased, only forgiven, and the scars they leave may last forever.